I 100% wear the pants in the relationship.
Do you think I'm pretty?
Yeah. I don't know if you can tell.
Okay.
I love taking charge of a situation. Can we cuddle?
Yeah.
Can I be small spoon?
Yeah.
Yay! And I love being the provider for her. I just take care of her. Is that a spider? Look at that. Get it! She can always rely on me, you know, if she's ever in danger. Yay! It's just like, I'll be there for her. It's just fun! At the end of the day, my fiance is just a little lady, and I want to give her that princess treatment. Can I have a hug? It's like what I do, you know? Yeah. Okay.
I mean, listen, I'm a firm believer of everyone deserves that princess treatment, regardless of gender, and regardless of whether you present really masculine or really feminine. You can still get that princess treatment by your friends or by your partner. But I think, do people really buy into it? Of, like, when men act all macho, it's always like, yeah, sure. But if, like, Masc lesbians act a little macho, do people actually buy into it? Because I think it's kind of the cliche at this point that Masc lesbians are actually, like, cutesy little babies when they're alone with their partner. Really. I think that's kind of common knowledge by now. Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. I know it isn't technically Pride Month yet, but we're still doing queer TikTok videos because why the hell not? But anyways, you know the deal. Before we continue, y'all gotta get hydrated. So grab some water or some tea, whatever else you like to drink, and then we'll continue. In the meantime, also feel free to like and subscribe. Do you have your drink? Okay, let's go.
You know, I forget how controversial it is to some people to be trans, because when I'm going about my daily life, it's not really like something that I think about. Like, I don't make decisions according to what would be the most transgender thing to do. Some people are so pressed at the very fact that I even exist to begin with, and I'm like, what am I doing differently from you? Today I went to Tesco's, I bought apples. I'm gonna put them in a pan fry and put some cinnamon on them, have them as a Saturday night snack with a cup of tea. But I'm a menace to society, I guess. It's just so funny when you think about it. Like, I'm a nerd, okay? I put a tiny little duck on the door of my closet. And that's what they're scared of? Girl! Have you heard about war? Environmental destruction? Do I look like plastic in the ocean to you?
That's really the thing. It's so baffling because we have actual important issues to worry about. But no, let's focus on some random minority or all minorities, I guess, and just say they're the cause for everything. As if we're the problem and not big corporations who actually don't dispose of their waste properly. Or who contribute largely to, like, environmental issues. But no, let's distract from that and just, like, scapegoat some minorities. And it is funny if you think about it like this, because yeah, like, a lot of trans people or queer people in general are literally just out here buying apples, going on silly little dates, loving their partner, and just doing what they know is the right choice for them personally, and just going about their day. And everyone's pressed about it for some reason. Meanwhile, we're just over here making apples and tea. Wild, I guess, because you could just focus on important things, but no, I guess scapegoating minorities is more important. I literally, like, some animals, you just look at them and you're just like, why do you exist? I get that a little bit with capybaras, because it's like, what are capybaras? They're literally just chill with literally everyone else. They're chill with humans, they're chill with literally every animal they ever run into. It's a little impressive, and they're somehow really cute. They're like overgrown guinea pigs. They're just cute and fluffy, and I think if they wouldn't get along this well with literally every other animal, it wouldn't be this cute, but because they are so friendly, they're really just adorable. And the same actually goes for pan people. I know y'all get erased a lot, but you know, that doesn't mean you're actually less adorable or less valid.
UK Supreme Court has said that women are biological women. This is not a good thing for anyone. Yes, it is. We're protecting the women. From who? Men. And by men, I'm assuming you mean cis men and trans women. Yeah. What about trans men? Well, trans men are women. We just established that. Oh, okay. What about this guy? Yes, exactly. That is a man, and we need to protect women from that man in bathrooms and things. That's Jamie Raines. Trans man. No, because he looks like a man. Yep, that's because he's a man. But if the trans men look like the men, then how will we tell the difference between the trans men and the men? Very good point, you won't. But if the biological women that look like the men look like the men, then how will we stop the biological women that look like the men coming into the bathrooms and things? For one, the biological women that look like the men that you're talking about are men, and two, you won't. But that means that this ruling has in no way actually made women any less vulnerable, and all it's done is made the world an even harder place for trans people. Hey!
Literally, if anything, it made actual cis women, which are the only real women in these people's eyes, more vulnerable to violence from like random police officers. And literally has done zero to keep anyone safer. Literally no one will be safer through this ruling. Absolutely no one. Because, yeah, literally, if you say trans men have to use the women's bathroom, do you know how much easier it would be for a cis man to also walk into the bathroom and say like, oh no, I'm a trans man, right? I have to use this bathroom, because no one can tell. And you actually want trans men, full grown-ass men, to walk into the women's bathroom. As if it doesn't also make it easier for cis men with bad intentions, other than just peeing, to also walk into women's spaces. Like, I know you're trying to slowly dismantle trans being a thing at all, but y'all have fucked everything up so badly. So badly. Okay, let me tell you something. As much as cis people maybe love playing around with like gender swap filters because it's kind of funny to them, if you get this happy at like a gender swap filter, then you're not as cis as you may be thinking you are, you know, but the filter did not do you justice. Like, it really didn't. I know you were really excited about it, but you look so much cooler now, because the filters always look like a little off, but the real thing is really good. Like, you look really happy and cute.
And
trans men shower with their female partners, like handle showering with their female partners, because you know how cis women like our water to be boiling fucking hot and cis men are little crybaby bitches that can't handle it. Does the tea also make you a little crybaby bitch, or does like the toughness of your skin pre-transition prevail? You know what I mean? Let me know. It's for science.
Asking the important question. And of course, I can't really talk for everyone, obviously, but personally, I love hot showers. I've always loved hot showers, and I still take really hot showers. Like, I don't think I'm taking colder showers now than I used to. So I think, at least for me, it didn't change. I didn't turn into a little crybaby bitch, as you put it. But it might be the case for some people, but I kind of don't think it is. Like, I don't know why it's a thing in general that women love taking hot showers and men don't, but I think, at least for me, it really didn't change. You know, so if you're also trans, feel free to comment under this video or under this TikTok video for science.
Mama y papa, mama y papa.
I still don't get why third wheeling is an insult. Maybe that is because I'm aromantic and don't want to be in a relationship, but why is that an insult? And also, why can't you imagine that just because two people are dating, they still love their friends and love hanging out with their friends or taking care of their friends? And if you and your partner love cooking together and you have a friend over, it kind of just makes sense that they're just chilling there while you're cooking together and you're maybe just like chatting with each other. But like, why is that hard to grasp for people? And why do people automatically want to throw the, oh, third wheel, as if people don't love their friends. As if people aren't close with their friends, you know? It's so funny to me. Like, obviously it's a lot more complex than, oh, there's just two types of asexuals. But there are the people that are like this, that just from the get-go just go like, no, like, I might start liking at some point, but like, why would I want to do that? And just like, from the start, have it very clear that they don't want to. And then there's the people that, like me, don't really figure it out that quickly, that are like doing it because it's like expected and kind of just like normal, and it makes them feel a little bit grown up, and you know, then they can like talk with other people, even though you still very much have to fake enthusiasm about it probably, but anyways, and just then figure out that not everyone is as indifferent about it as you are. You know, I feel like those two things, at least, are very common ace experiences, probably.
Africa wasn't supposed to be homophobic. Africa wasn't supposed to be homophobic. We lost our fucking history, and that's why we are the way we are right now. You want to know why Africa's so homophobic? You want to know why gay people can't walk around Africa like they used to do? Okay, so here's why. Let's call this the 7 deadly sins of colonization, right? Right. So, Europeans came in 1500s, right? Made anti-sodomy laws. What are anti-sodomy laws? They were laws to go against LGBTQ plus people, right? Made us look devious, disgusting. This is where the whole Africa's uncivilized, Africa's so backwards comes from, because they saw gay people just living around. They saw gay kings, queens, they, thems just living around, and they said, disgusting. We're gonna put the church in you. They brought missionaries. They brought laws. They brought constitutions that were not our own. They put that shit in there for 500 years. 500 years. That's why we're homophobic, because people forgot our history, because we were told to forget and we were murdered to forget. Ow, my nail. But we are not homophobic. We're not supposed to be homophobic.
But still, like, Christians being out here with their superiority complex really makes me mad. Y'all entire history is just, let's go to random other places and colonize them and force our religion on everyone, because clearly our religion is superior. Is literally why I can't stand Christianity. Like, I'm not coming for people who believe in God or who are Christians, but just the superiority that comes with a lot of those who are Christians is just weird. You know, just because your ancestors or our ancestors went everywhere and tried to spread that shit doesn't mean that is the one true religion. Because guess what? There isn't one. For you, that might be the one true religion, but that doesn't mean it's the same for everyone. So to go other places and erase other people's history, I still don't get. Like, a lot of religions have questionable periods, you know, throughout history, but still, y'all are gonna fuck everything up if we let to, literally. Like, all of history has been Christians fucking it up pretty badly, and they still want to continue with that, which is interesting. Oh, and also this. Like, not even the fact that if a lot of trans men go into a women's bathroom, it's kind of easier for cis men to sneak in there too, to be creepy. But I can't imagine a lot of women feel that chill with trans men in the bathroom, even though most trans men respect women so much more than cis men and would literally just go in there to pee because they have to go there now, apparently, you know. But why did you do this? Why, literally? I mean, I know y'all are legitimately not hiding your transphobia anymore, but I still don't get how this was supposed to prove anything for anyone.
Sometimes I forget that even though lesbianism is like heavily fetishized in our society, like not a lot of people know about lesbian culture. I'll give you an example. The other day I was interviewing for the Peace Corps, and the guy was like, he asked me like, oh, do you have any tattoos? Where are they and what are they? Right? Which is, I was like, ooh, you know what I mean? But I was like, yeah, I got a couple tattoos. I have one that says girls. I have one of scissor tattoos, and I have one of the double Venus. And he goes, okay, cool. Next, like, couple questions later, he goes, yeah, like, do you have any questions for me? I was like, yeah, well, obviously as someone who's like, you know, lesbian, I know you probably got from the tattoos, you know, me answering the tattoo question. He was like, oh, no, I didn't get that at all. I was like, like, come on, dude. And I was like, and you might be like, oh, well, it's because he's straight. The dude was a gay man. Like, he literally went in and he was like, oh, as a gay man, as a white gay man, like, da-da-da-da. And I was like, really? Like, God. Like, I'm joking a little bit, but part of me is like, if I get a tattoo that says, like, raging dyke, like, do you think they're going to be like, wow, she must really enjoy infrastructure? Like, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, if you only sexualize, like, women on women action and watch adult movies of that kind, it still kind of baffles me that you didn't get the scissors tattoo, because, like, this one lesbian who was walking around with, like scissors on, like, a tote bag and got asked by this older lady if she's into crafting, I kind of get, but as a gay man, I know you probably didn't watch those adult kind of movies, you know, because you are gay, but how did you not get any of that, really? It confuses me. Like, I feel like a straight man might have gotten it based on the scissors tattoo. Maybe. But still, how do you not get, like, girls? Why would she, like, I mean, I know straight women can be like girls too and like love women, but I don't think a lot of straight women would get a tattoo that just has girls, you know?
When I say I'm polyamorous, people are like, oh cool, that just means you want to have a lot of casual sex. No, I'm looking for the loves of my life. I am looking to merge souls. I'm just open to doing that more than one time.
the amount of weird comments queer people in general have to deal with, but then being queer and polyamorous. I mean, I know polyamory is inherently queer, but I can't even imagine how exhausting it must get. Literally, like, you constantly have to hear weird comments of all sorts. Like, if you're bisexual, you also have to hear about all the dumb shit people say to bisexuals, right? But you also get the, oh, you just want to sleep around, or that's not real, or oh, I'm sure you'll like settle down with like one partner eventually, and all kinds of shit. And it really baffles me how people can be this invested in other people's lives. Like, I know people find comfort in sameness, I guess, and find it kind of comfortable when other people are like them, but why do people go around just expecting everyone to be the same as them? Like, just because they can't imagine something, like dating several people, why do they assume it's that way for everyone? That doesn't make sense to me. You know, apart from the fact that a lot of people might be open to it if it wasn't, like, if they weren't raised in such a culture where it was forbidden or just taboo and not talked about. Like, if it was just like seen as normal, I think a lot of more people would be either open to it or legitimately just are polyamorous, or at least would just chill, you know, because people be all up in everyone's business and it's annoying.
All right, I'm going to radicalize some of us right now. Queer identities are going to be complex. They're going to continue to be complex. They always have been. The only reason why nowadays people might think this is new, this is different, this is weird, it's not new, different, or weird. It is because we just did not have that vocabulary back in the day. Now we do. Now we have more range to say what we feel because we have more extensive knowledge now. I genuinely don't see any point in trying to conform to the norms that are not meant for us. Queer in itself means that we are different. That's not a bad thing. It just means we are not a part of the norm. And us trying to, within our own community, to shove us back into boxes, it just gives more fuel to our oppressors. Our oppressors do not see us as equal. They don't think that we are valid. So why do we want to try to be one of them if they don't accept one of us? Some identities are just not going to make sense to people. That's human nature. We are not ingrained to understand every single thing in existence. And our generation, I believe, is trying to get on that grind that we need to know everything, that we need to understand everything. And that's just not going to happen. It's not. I'm sorry. I know that we want to, but we can't. We don't know what it's like to live these experiences that others have. I will never know what it's like to be cisgender. I just won't. Cisgender people will not know what it's like to be trans. But we're still equals. We are still human beings. We still have our own outside perspectives of things. But we are not going to have the same things line up. That just happens. No two people are alike. I'm not a mathematician. I'm not a scientist. I don't really understand any of those things. Does that mean I'm going to deny if its existence? No. Of course they exist. Of course they're valid and very real in real life. I'm just a bad test taker. I don't understand most math problems. It's the same concept. You might not understand what I identify as and live as. It doesn't make me any less valid than you. I don't understand what it's like to live as somebody else. Nobody does. You know your own self, and that's it. My point is that we are all different. Everybody has walked their own shoes and their own miles. You're not going to understand everybody's. Queer identities are going to be complex. And I think we need to get out of that rut that we have to conform to the outsiders for their comfort. No, we don't have to do that. Queer community is queer for a reason. We are going to be a little bit different. We're going to be a little bit weird. And that's okay. Say it with me. It's okay. Because it is. All right? Thank you.
You know, I rarely actually read comment sections because I know a lot of people have like really wholesome comment sections, but I also know the internet might also be going to shit and a lot of people get really extreme hate comments and everything. So I did not want to check it out because it's bad enough that the cisheads hate on us for being weird because they can't just accept that people are different to them, you know. But the amount of infighting in the queer community to be like, oh no, but you're the reason the cisheads don't accept us because you're too extreme is absolutely ridiculous. As if they don't hate all queer people. As if they would hate normal gay men less if there weren't like really flamboyant gay men. They would hate gay men either way. Same with every other queer people. So why? I mean, I get wanting to understand people and like wanting to understand the people around you isn't like a bad thing, but accepting that you could probably never fully understand an experience that is so different from your own because you're cis, you're not gonna understand being trans that well because you're not, right? Like even trans people can't fully understand every single nuance of another trans person's existence because, well, they have different lived experiences, you know, but why? You know, can we just be chill and help each other, I guess? Because the infighting is really only helping the homophobes, and that can't be in anyone's interests, you know? Anyways, that was all the TikToks I have for today. I know Pride Month is literally right around the corner, and I will probably be doing another queer TikTok video, so I guess I gotta go back to TikTok to collect some more. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this collection. I hope you're hydrated. If not, maybe consider drinking something now, and I'll be back in a few days with my next video.